What's up, guys, and welcome to a new episode of Career Mode. So in this episode we're gonna go and do the Austrian Grand Prix. So jumping into the qualifying here, this is our qualifying lap. So as you can see, we already have the fastest lap at this point, but I felt that we had a lot of time to improve here, so we're gonna do another one here. And coming down this long main straight, this track is just all about top speed and getting good exits out of corners. So we're almost, we're 0.26 seconds up on our best lap. And as I mentioned, we already have the best lap, so we're going really fast here. And yeah, this track is a lot of fun to drive, but I would say it's more fun to drive when you have a really powerful bike like the Moto2 or MotoGP bikes. So going deep into the corner, or at least braking very late here. We're still 0.26 up on our best lap. So let's just hope that this rider in front is not in the way during our lap. And yeah, just trying to come on the gas just really quickly and just maintain the speed out of the corner. So coming down here through the last sector, we're 0.4 up on our best lap. Just really sliding the bike into the corners here and giving everything we got. And using a little bit of slipstream as well, which was good for us there, as we go for a 1:39.8. And yeah, as I mentioned, we had the best lap and we set a new fastest lap. There is still 9 minutes remaining, but it's enough for pole position. So we took the pole here by about 0.5 of a second, which is really good. So now we're just jumping straight into the race here. And let's see. We get quite a good start here, as we see the number 37 here is getting alongside us. And we just bump into each other, but we get the lead as we had the better line here. We were able to bring the speed through the corner, and the rider behind me just lost a little bit because we compromised this line there. So now it's just all about trying to get a lead and not do any silly mistakes. So on the opening lap here, I just tried to just stay focused and not push too much, as we're braking quite early here and not getting the best of exits here. I'm right a lot on the curb there, which compromised our exit. And the gap says that the rider behind me is 0.00, but that doesn't make sense because there is a gap. So I don't know what happened there, but something is wrong with the timing. We can see that a lot of riders are switching positions as we're sliding in through the corner here. And this was actually very occasional. I tend to just brake really hard, and then that meant that the rear got a little bit loose into the corner. And now we have one of our rivals for the championship, Tatai, behind us. I don't really remember how many points that differentiate us, but I know that he is one of the closest ones. And we have to watch out for Cooney as well during this race. So now we can see that Tatai is almost 1 second behind us, as we get quite a good exit there, maintained a lot of speed, and even though we went on a curb, it didn't compromise our exit, so that was good. So at this point, I really started to push and just gave it everything I got, and I just had to pay attention to the tire wear but at this point it seems fairly good. And we can actually see that Tatai actually has gained a few tenths on us, even though we're pushing a lot. Coming into the last sector here, and he's gained even more time here, so we either have to pick up the pace or get ready for a battle, as we don't get the best of exits here out on the finish line. So we get the fastest lap here of 1 minute 41. As we can see, one of the riders behind actually do a 140.5. So he's actually 5 tenths quicker than us. I just tried to do a very tight line there, but I missed a little bit, and now we can really see that Tatai is already up on our... Wow. And he was actually going for a move there, or he might have made a mistake. Just trying to get up the inside, but it wasn't enough, and we closed the door. The bike is a little bit unstable during braking. And we can see Cooney gained a position now, so he's 7th, but he is the closest in the championship, so he is the one that we care the most about, as we don't really get the best of lines there. And at this point I'm really feeling a lot of pressure from behind, and I didn't really know if we had the pace, if we were able to really extract these extra tenths that the riders behind were able to gain on us, as we go very getting a lot of wobble there. Getting a much better exit now on the start finish line. Just trying to gain a lot of speed through the corner, not braking too late, because that will really compromise the exit and the speed that you have on this straight. And we can actually see that we have actually gained a few tenths back, so Salvador is now almost a second behind us. And at this point we are actually halfway through the race. Braking on the curb here, not really the smartest thing to do, but it didn't compromise us at this time at least. And now Salvador actually gained a few tenths back on us again. Getting a very good line through there. As you can see that we starting to struggle a little bit with the grip, especially on the exits. And we have a few moments there when we accelerate with full gas at the end of the corner, especially at this part. So it's now 0.7 behind us. So going on this lap, we see that we do a 140.4, which is the fastest lap. So that was really a confident boost, as we then see Salvador behind doing a 140.4, but just a few hundreds better. And now we can see that Tatai moved up to second. So I don't know if Salvador maybe made a mistake, because now the gap is 1.1, as we see Salvador is gaining back the position and Tatai is now regaining the position. So there is a lot of battling going on behind us, and that is very good for us, and we are gaining some time because of that. because I really feel that at least Salvador has a lot of pace that he's not able to extract because of the fight with Tatai. So there's 1.2 behind us here, the biggest gap that we have had the whole race. And this also means that they are not able to use the slipstream anymore. At least that's what I think. I don't really know the gap, but I think 1.2 is enough to don't let any rider behind use the slipstream on us. So it's actually 1.4 now, and it seems like we're getting the advantage here, just gaining a little bit in each sector, and that is probably due to the fight behind. So on this lap we do another fast lap, 1.40.2. Now the confidence is really getting to us now, and the tire wear seems very good as well. And now Tatai actually has gained a lot, actually a few tenths there in the first sector. A really good braking there, and we really hit the apex and got a good exit. Yeah, Tatai has gained a few tenths now again, so even though we're hitting all the lines, we are not really pushing, at least not enough. So now it's really time to push again and do another attack. We can see that we are almost starting to overheat the rear tire. The fronts are good, but the rear tire is getting a little bit hot now. As we go almost 5 tenths slower than our best lap. So there's just 3 laps remaining now. As we see, there's now just 5 tenths behind. So now the gap is really decreasing here. As we see, Salvador is passing Tatai. That might be a good thing for us, as we see that they are still battling. Oh, and now they are really close to us. Okay. Getting a little bit deep there. That's not great. And we can see that the battle is still going on. It says that the tie is right behind us. I don't really believe that, but they are very close on us. And thanks to this battle, they don't really get the connection that they need. Now it's 0.6. And this was a really slow lap from us, a 1:42.1. As we miss the first corner here, didn't hit the apex and didn't get a good exit at all. But we can still see that the guys behind are fighting a lot. So from 2nd to 6th position, there is a lot of battling going on. It seems like there might be 8 people there, or 7 people. So from 2nd to 8th actually. And now our rear tire is starting to degree quite a lot. So 0.7 the gap is at the moment, as we are approaching the last two sectors. And now it's very soon just one lap remaining. Let's see if we can hold on. We have been in the lead almost for the whole race, except for the first few meters of the first lap. We don't get the best of exits there. Let's just hope that we are able to hold this into the finish. Going into the first corner here, really trying to get the best of exits. The battle is still going on behind us, and that is to our advantage. The tie is really close on us now. Getting a really good exit there. Let's hope this is enough. There is not many more corners to do it here, so if the move is coming, it's coming really soon. This is one of the best opportunities on the track. Really struggling with the grip on the exit there, but is this enough to hold on? Oh, and now we see that the gap is increased a lot. So yeah, the guys behind might have fighted, and that might be what has really helped us here. It seems like the guys were fighting so much that we actually gained a lot on the last lap. Yeah, so it's 1.1 now. We can't lose that much in the last sector. So it seems like we're actually gonna get another victory here. And now we come to the finish line and crossing the line now. That is great. That is really good for our championship. So we had the fastest lap here, but there was just 1/10 behind to Tatai. And now we have a 14-point gap lead to Cooney, and 19 points to Tatai, and 23 to Salvador. And that is the closest rivals. So that is really good for our championship. The team is obviously very happy with the result. And yeah, that was it for this episode. And stay tuned for the San Marino Grand Prix. It's just 2 races remaining. So see you guys soon. Take care.